Hello everybody, and welcome to my new series which I'm calling Create, Automate Everything. In this series I will be using the Create mod to try to automate as many things as possible in Minecraft. I will be doing this in Vault Hunters 3 on a multiplayer server with some friends. In Vault Hunters, the main objective is to loot vaults. To open up vaults, you need to create a vault crystal. Vault crystals take 4 different materials that are randomly generated from a list. Those materials are usually able to be automated. Every episode in the series, I hope to automate 4 new things that relate to that crystal. In addition to this, I will be automating any other blocks I see fit, such as blocks needed for base construction. If the background footage seems a bit confusing, it's because the schematic is placing blocks under other blocks where you cannot see them. This is in order to get a flat grass area that will act as a base plate for my base. The time-lapse in the background shows the basic construction of the floor plan of my base. I will eventually turn these cobblestone wireframes into fully fledged buildings, of which I already have the schematics for. This, of course, sticking to the theme of automating everything, will be automated by using a schematic cannon. So yeah guys, let's get started. Today I'm going to be automating stone. That's it, just stone. Stone's my main ingredient I'm going to need for most of this base, so I want to get this base done. So I need stone. And that's also going to involve, getting my my base power generation. So I've already crafted everything that I'm going to need. My backpack and my inventory. So I can just get right into it. This will eventually be another warehouse, a big giant warehouse in the future. Which is where I'm going to do all my operations. Come on. We're going to do our windmill, as always. I do have my super glue, so I don't need any chassis for this. And the good thing, I know I can use wool, but the good thing about windmill blocks is you don't need to glue each block together. They do that for you, which is quite nice. And windmills increase in power every 8 blocks, I think. You get another 512 stress units every 8 windmill blocks, which is actually really effective. Obviously it's not as good as like steam power, but in this mod pack steam power is really expensive. And obviously steam power doesn't like start to get good until like 4 of them, which should be a huge investment at this stage in the game. If you play Vault Hunters, you'll understand why. It takes pogs, and pogs are not cheap early game. But once I get enough jewels, I will eventually invest in steam power. But for now, windmills are more than good enough. Alright, so we've got our windmill up and going, so now I gotta gear it down, well, gear it up, because we know how slow windmills are. But luckily I've got my cogs for it. So yeah, my main goal today is stone production, along with a universal fan setup. I've got my fan, and I have all my, I have fire, water, lava, and soulfire. So the goal is to get it all. Is this fast enough? Oh, wrong direction. So we want our fan about here. I'm not sure if it's fast enough. It looks like it's fast enough. So I'm gonna want my dispensers. Bro, what is happening here? I'm getting pushed by the windmill. Alright, and then we want our pistons. Oh wait, I need to alternate this. Throw water and lava in there. We gotta wrap it up in some stuff so the water and lava doesn't go flowing everywhere. I think this should work. I don't really see why it wouldn't. I think this should work. I'm not certain, but I think it'll work. Alright, so I'm gonna need... Alright, so now I should need... oh, my levers and my buttons. Let's see, does this work? Alright, let's test it. Let's put an andesite on here. Will it cook? It looks like we have cookage. Hey! Oh, you turned my... Hey, it worked! I think it just disappeared. Alright, yeah, and then we can do washing. Yep. Then we can do soulfire, haunting. And we can do flames for cooking. There we go! It works perfect! That way I'm only using one power source for all 4 needs. I think that works perfectly. What is he doing? Now for the cobblestone stone generator, this has to be a little bit more precise. Nothing too difficult. But you just need to make sure your lava and your water do not mix. So I think I'm gonna have a belt here. Oh, this way, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna want our lava going this way, our water going this way. the water here. Gonna put this here. Yes, that's what we want. And we'll throw our drills on top. I'm gonna rotate them. There we go. So we'll throw our cogs on there. I'm actually gonna extend this just so I can steal it for power. You here. And then we'll throw our belt in there. So we can do a little something like this. Throw a gearbox on there. Beautiful. Alright, now I just gotta connect it over here. And there we go. Oh, nope, that is the wrong direction. Wait, how's it? Oh, the gearbox is flipping it, isn't it? Okay, so we'll put... That's correct. Yeah, so now we gotta put our gearbox over here instead. Easy fix. Bam! Yeah, now we're getting cobblestone just like that. Yep, so we will throw a chest here, with a funnel on it. There we go. Just like that. Got our cobblestone generator. I will speed this up again. So this will mess things up a little bit. That's not an issue. We'll just throw you on there. And then I'm gonna need some more cogs. So it should still work. Nope, wrong direction actually. So now this is where we'll move this here. There we go. Easy peasy. Bam. Now we're getting it real fast. Oh yeah. And I will set up a threshold switch for this eventually, but I need some brass casings for threshold switches, so I need to get a mixer first to get some brass. But once I have the brass, that will not be an issue anymore. So I'm gonna need 24 stacks of mionite, and to get mionite, let's see, 8. So that's 1 for 1 with stone. So I need 8 stacks. So I need 24 stacks of stone. I'm just gonna keep going back and forth, and I have 24 stacks. Alright, so I did actually decide to change this up. I made both of them the same speed instead of this one faster, because the faster blowing fan does cook the cobblestone a little bit faster, which is nice, because it's not just for the cobblestone, it's for anything else there. So I moved these a little bit simpler, and then these are both now going the same speed. Wait for this poster to get blasted. So I actually did go ahead and decide to automate this because I didn't feel like waiting. And this actually made it a lot easier. I went ahead and got brass because it really wasn't that much of a big deal. I just threw a mixer back here. Got some quick brass. Went and got a blaze, no problem. Alrighty, and that should be enough. I've gone up crafted on the mionite, just to make it a little bit easier for myself. I've also gotten some other materials I need, so I can check that one and that one. So now I'm just gonna craft it up into those, and craft into that, and we'll throw in a cannon and see what happens. Well, that does it for all the mionite. I have all of the mionite stuff, a little bit of wood stuff. If you're wondering why I started this already, it's because the floor was originally all oxidized, and I didn't feel like sitting here waiting for this to oxidize before I started, so I pretty much skipped the first layer and went right into it anyways. So now we can press start and see it go. See how much of it we got there. And I made sure to skip full blocks, because if not, that would have kind of sucked filling in all this. I think next thing it's going to need me to get is white concrete. And, yeah, white concrete and glass windows, I would assume. Unless windows are placed later. I know doors are placed later, I'm not sure about windows. But I will need concrete next. I can guarantee that. Alright, now we're going for layer 2. Yep, and I bet you, oh, that's a window, I think. Either window or white concrete. Let's see, take your bets. Window, black stone window. Alright, I got the windows, we are back up and running. And there we go. Now I need white concrete. But I think that's gonna do it for today, because I think next episode I will get crushing wheels so I can get some automatic, you know, concrete, you know? Some sand, some gravel, something easy like that. And then we might even do our first vault automation once this thing is completely done. But yeah guys, that'll be it for today. Stay tuned for the next one where I'll hopefully finish this. I'll get some crushing wheels set up. And maybe even automate our first vault crystal. That's what you're here for, isn't it? So yeah, see you guys next time.